Oppenheimer leaves out a major nuclear risk because it was not known until the 1980s. Christopher Nolan's new film Oppenheimer is filled with the titular physicist's worst nightmares of nuclear war, ominous visions of mushroom clouds bursting from city after city, stacks of fire rising past the clouds, the ripples of radiation engulfing Europe haunt Cillian Murphy's J. Robert Oppenheimer. As the director of the secret Los Alamos laboratory where a group of scientists developed and tested the world's first atomic bomb, Oppenheimer was well aware of the power his lab was unleashing. He famously called it Death, the Destroyer of Worlds, but he only knew half the story. Oppenheimer's night terrors pale in comparison to the worst-case scenario scientists predict today. An outbreak of nuclear war with hundreds or thousands of atomic explosions could send the planet into an apocalyptic state called nuclear winter, in which billions of people would, of course, starve to death. Nuclear weapons are the greatest danger that the world faces and has been facing for a long time, but we've forgotten about it. Alan Robach, a professor at Rutgers University and a pioneer of nuclear winter research, told Insider. He says, so far, he added, I think we've been very lucky. Nuclear winter is a theory based on models and debated within the scientific community, like many of the predictions atomic scientists made in Oppenheimer's time, and here is how it goes. What nuclear winter would be like: dark, cold, and irradiated, up to 5 billion deaths. It would start with nuclear bombs setting cities ablaze. Each nuclear explosion would ignite countless little fires, which can coalesce into huge, uncontrollable firestorms. In the event of an ongoing back and forth of nuclear attacks, all those firestorms could send so much soot into the stratosphere that it forms a belt around the planet and blocks up the sun, causing temperatures to drop by up to 15 degrees Celsius. This global cooling could last for years. The darkness, cold, and radiation from nuclear fallout would destroy much of Earth's plant and animal life. 5 scientists, including Carl Sagan, first proposed this theory in a 1983 paper. Since then, a team of cross-disciplinary scientists, including Robach, has combined climate models and food prediction simulations to better understand the possibility of nuclear winter. Last year, they published findings that fish and livestock would not be able to sustain the world if nuclear winter wiped out crops. They concluded that a nuclear war between the United States and Russia could cause 5 billion people to starve to death. Robach said more than 10 times as many people would die from starvation than would die from the direct effects of the bombs. Even a smaller nuclear war between India and Pakistan could send millions of tons of soot into the atmosphere and cause global food shortages, they've calculated. Robach and his colleagues estimated that scenario would kill about 2 billion people. He said, I hope the movie, Oppenheimer, will make people ask questions about why we still have nuclear weapons, how could they possibly be used, and why we would need them, he said. This article was originally from the Business Insider by Morgan McFall Jensen. This is on Science Alert. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.